Hi everyone, and welcome to your April business oracle card reading. Hope you're doing well. So I do a monthly business reading, usually in a few days before the beginning of the next month. Just to give you a heads up on the energies affecting your business over the next 4 weeks. And I use a variety of oracle card decks, and I will put the links in the description below if you like the look of any of these decks. I also use my own deck, the Business Oracle for Female Entrepreneurs. This is available now, and I will put the link in the description below. But I designed this to be a business coach in your pocket to help you to navigate the ups and downs of self-employment. There's cards on self-development, marketing, money, self-care, and spirituality. In here, just designed to give you some really quick guidance, some focus for the day, week, or month ahead, and just some extra support as you navigate your self-employment journey. So what I normally do is start with my deck and then carry on from there. If you like the videos, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and please comment. I would really appreciate your feedback. It really helps me to know what I'm doing right, what I should be doing more of, that kind of thing. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And let's get started. So I'm going to get 3 cards from my deck and let's see what comes out for April. What are some things we could be focusing on in our businesses in April? Okay, first we have got masterclass. We also have training. And finally, we've got coaching. So we've actually got 3 self-development cards, which is very cool. And I don't think that's ever happened in a video reading. We have had 3 cards come out from the same category before. So I'm getting the impression that this is very much a month of self-development in April. Okay, as we have the 3 self-development cards. This is a month that's all about learning new things, teaching other people what you know as well. So there's very much that energy of learning and teaching going on as a result of these cards coming out. So you might already have plans to be maybe doing some sort of a course in April, or likely teaching a course based on what's come out here, okay? So first of all, we've got masterclass, and most of my cards have a few different meanings in terms of you doing something and you actually teaching something as well. So with masterclass, this is saying in April, I feel like you'll have an opportunity to do a masterclass to learn new things. An online masterclass, something might catch your eye by a teacher that you like, to learn new skills that are going to help you to move forward in your business as well. So I feel like that's going to be really good to do that. Even if you have to pay for it, I feel like that knowledge is really going to help you to move forward. But there's also some energy here around you offering a masterclass. I feel like it's time for you to pack up your knowledge and share that with your potential ideal clients. You could be doing this online, or you could be doing this in person. And I feel like this is just going to bring you so many new clients. They're going to get to see what you can do, how passionate you are about your work, your subject. And I feel like you're going to really enjoy doing this masterclass. Even, you know, if you do it online, in person, you're going to feel really good doing this and delivering this information. It's really easy to do a masterclass online. A lot of the time I do it via Zoom, and then I'll create slides in Canva, which I'll then screen share in the Zoom so you can show people. So you can teach people on that particular subject so people can follow along. You could offer a masterclass a free masterclass to get new people to sign up to your newsletter. That could be something that you put on the registration form, that people need to give you their email address in exchange for access to the masterclass. Don't be afraid to charge for this masterclass if you're giving really, detailed knowledge and information to people. There's no reason why you shouldn't get an equal exchange, but you may also want to do a free masterclass if this is the first time you've done it, just so people can get to know your energy. Obviously, don't give people all of the information straight away. This could be a free masterclass with more basic information, which then leads on to a paid masterclass with more detailed information. And don't forget to share your offering before, during, and after the masterclass as well, just so you can upsell. It could be a course, some sort of product that you're launching. Remember that the masterclass usually has the aim to give some sort of offering to people at the end of it. It's something you can use for sales, but it can also be very enjoyable and help sharpen up your teaching skills as well. If people can't attend live, you can get the recording and send it to them afterwards. If you're doing a masterclass as well, you may not be able to attend at that time, so you could get the recording of that and watch that back later. It doesn't mean you have to miss out if you can't attend somebody else's masterclass as well. I feel that this will really open doors, either doing a masterclass with somebody else or delivering your own masterclass. So that's pretty exciting. Then we have the training card. So I feel like with this card that this is talking about a training course that you've had your eye on for a while. This could be online or in person, but there's something that's caught your eye, maybe another kind of modality that you want to learn. And you may have been considering doing this training for a few months now, or even seen this back last year. This could be something that involves quite a big investment. So this could be why you've been putting it off, just because it is a big investment and that's a big decision to make. And I just feel like the time is right for you to do this at this time, because it's really going to catapult you forward with your business. There's also something here as well about you training other people in April. I feel like this is linking into the masterclass a lot. So this could actually just be a repeated message about you delivering this masterclass. But it might be in April that you feel guided to start delivering like a group training program, a membership, something where you're sharing your knowledge with people over a longer period of time. I feel like the masterclass is often a one-off. I feel like the masterclass could be you then upselling a longer course, and the masterclass is a way for people to get to know your energy so they can decide to work with you over a longer period of time. So I really love that these two have come out together as well, because I feel like they're very linked. You do some sort of masterclass, you don't forget to record it, because you could actually sell that masterclass as a product after the event as well. You could have learned something very recently that you've really enjoyed, and you could be packaging that up with other things that you've learned to create a kind of unique training. Just obviously don't copy anybody else's materials, but I feel like April is definitely the month to be learning new things and teaching as well. So they go hand in hand together. I feel like you're the kind of person that really enjoys training. If you're on a spiritual path, it's likely that you always want to learn new things. You might have been away from doing courses for a while and you feel ready to learn something new at this point as well, with all of the new energies coming in, the astrological shifts as well. But there's definitely something in all three cards about you being in front of people, training people, as well as doing training. And then we've got coaching. So I feel like this is a sign. If you are already a coach, to step more into that fully. If you're someone that would love to be a coach, then I feel like you will be stepping into that as well. And this could be linking in to the training and masterclasses that you're doing, which are going to help you up-level your coaching skills. Again, a lot of these cards have the double meaning of learning something and teaching it. So I do feel like this links in with the other meanings that we've had for these cards, with you stepping more into a coaching role here. Of how this just fits in with these other cards as well, because, you know, coaching, teaching, training, teaching masterclasses, it's all very much linked. You could be thinking about working with a coach in April. It could be that you have come across a coach that you really like their energy and you decide to invest in working with them this month. This could be linked in to the training card. It could be that you've seen their masterclass, really like their energy. They've got a lot to teach you. And then you've decided to maybe train with them already, do some sort of course. But this could be leading into you maybe doing one-to-one coaching with this person because you vibe with them so much and you want to catapult yourself forward quicker. So it could be that you've gone on this journey with a particular person as well. Feeling like you are totally going to be stepping out this month and teaching what you know, and people are going to really resonate with it as well. Next, we're going to go to a business astrology deck. And we're going to get 2 cards from this deck just to see what comes out, some extra guidance for us in April. So we have got Virgo, the grounded healer. I keep seeing a card, so I'm going to actually take that out even though it hasn't jumped out. So we've got Pisces, the mystic. So mystic and healer. I think this is very much tapping into your energies, what you're here to do. You are the mystic, you have psychic abilities, you're also a very powerful healer as well. And I think I'm just going to get one more from this deck. And we've also got Imum Colii, which is past experience. Okay. So it's interesting that I feel like instead of these cards being very practically about business, there's definitely something here about your qualities around being the mystic, being the healer. This could even signify past lives on this card as well, and bringing a lot of the skills and talents that you've learned even before this lifetime into your business, and maybe even hidden talents coming through at this time. So Virgo, the grounded healer. Virgo is somebody who's usually quite analytical, organized and detailed. So it could be that in April you're kind of coming at things from more of that place. You're feeling more organized. Things could have been chaotic over the past few months, so that organization is coming in. But this card is very much about you being a healer. In the past, that would have been classed as being a witch, and it could be that you suffered greatly for that in a past life, and that could be why there may have been delays in you starting your business this time around, issues with you being visible, that kind of thing, because a lot of us were persecuted for doing this kind of role in past lives. This is very much about earth-based healing, and it's saying that you, if you're seeing this, that you have the innate ability to cleanse and clear the energy around you using tools from the earth. So I feel like you would be somebody who would be a very powerful crystal healer, working with crystals. There could be something about you getting into herbalism, that kind of thing, using herbs in healing, that kind of thing. Also using oils, essential oils, aromatherapy, and this is touching on the training card. So it could be that you are teaching people about these things if you already know about these things, or you could be learning more about earth-based healing and interested in that kind of area. There's also a message about self-care and taking care of your business's greatest asset, which is you. Okay, if we don't have the self-care in place, we can very easily get overwhelmed and burnt out. I feel like this is also talking about in April, you getting out into nature as much as possible here. I like that the card, she's like out in underneath the stars, so it could be that you feel guided to do that, be outside in the moonlight. But definitely being in nature in April is going to help you to stay grounded, especially as these big changes happen. You stepping out, being more visible, you may be learning lots of new things, which is quite mentally draining. So being grounded in April is going to be really big for you. The affirmation is, I am the high priestess, high priest of my own life, and I heal myself with ease. So yeah, you learning more about how to heal yourself and others, or you teaching that, is definitely coming through with this card. Then we had Pisces, the mystic. This is talking about you having so much wisdom inside of you, and the card's showing an older person, and it's talking about a wise grandmother version of yourself. And I feel like in April, if you go within and connect to the messages that are available to you from this extremely wise part of you, then I feel like this is going to help you to step into your power massively. The mystic is intuitive, sensitive, psychic, and compassionate. Okay. And there's a message here around now is the time to stop handing your power over to business guides and gurus and recognize that you're your own mystic, you're your own truest guide. So yeah, in April we could be learning new things here, but it's trying not to put too much power on these other people as being better than you, or you'll never get to their level. Stop giving our power away to other people as well. People are here to teach. We can learn from them, but it doesn't make them better or mean that you're ever going to get to that level. And by tapping into your own mysticism, that's going to help you to become the highest version of yourself. So yeah, this is very much about, in April, being very aware if you're handing your power over to external forces and coming back to yourself. Being outside, being in nature is going to help you to hear your own guidance, your own wisdom. And I feel like that's really going to be key this month for you. The affirmation is, I am my own oracle and all the answers I need are inside of me, which can sometimes be really difficult to believe when we're feeling very confused or lost. So this could be the month where maybe instead of getting guidance from others, you're tapping more into your own guidance. You could be using oracle card decks to help with that, or this could be you meditating more and actually channeling the guidance. You could free write in a journal and see what comes through for you, using different tools to receive guidance yourself. This could be a pendulum, any other methods where you're directly receiving guidance. And I feel like this is just going to be supported this month as well. And then we've got Imam Kolei, past experience, which I think is talking about past lives. So the Imam Kolei in business astrology gives you insight into the nature of ancestral and familial patterns that you have brought into your business. So yeah, different patterns from past lives that might be affecting your business right now. It's all about family and ancestry, this card. Guidance from this card is that in April, there could be something still holding you back from expanding into the most potent expression of your business. And I feel like this could be a past life issue, maybe where we've had a life of struggle and poverty, and we've brought some of those elements forward into this lifetime, and it's still blocking us, okay? I feel like in April, you're going to have the opportunity to break some of these chains. You could work with a past life regression therapist to go there and see exactly what's affecting you. But I feel like you could be getting information about this through dreams, through the guidance you're receiving, through meditation or other methods. And I feel like it may not be so difficult to break these chains. I feel like you might just come to a realization that these things aren't yours to carry, and you deserve the future that you're here to live out in this lifetime. It doesn't need to be such a big struggle, okay? This could just be around working on some limiting beliefs that you've been conditioned to carry as well. It could be that you've done a lot of healing work on this, and there's just a few more things to reconcile and let go of. This could be from childhood, from your family, from people around you. One of the big areas that these can impact is abundance, money, finances. So I feel like in April, there could just be a bit of work around that. This could be maybe something that you're learning and your training that you might be doing, just to like work on those limiting beliefs in some way, which could just be the final piece of the puzzle for you to be able to move forward into all the abundance you deserve. And the affirmation is, I release all limiting and negative beliefs that are no longer serving me. Okay, so that was very interesting. Next, I want to get 2 power words for April from the Soul Coaching Oracle. Right, so these 2 jumped out together. So we have got abundance with all of these hot air balloons. It's like that place in Turkey, Cappadocia. with all the balloons. So I love that this is abundance when we've just talked about maybe limiting beliefs around abundance and money. So I do feel like there will be healing this month around abundance. And we've also got acceptance as well. It's a very joyful card. Forward movement on the boat. Gratitude, lots of gratitude energy in that card as well. In April, it's time to really open yourself to receive, because there's so much abundance that wants to come through for you, okay? Seeds that you've planted in the previous years, previous months, are now going to start bearing fruit. And I feel like in terms of your prosperity and abundance, there's going to be a massive breakthrough in April, okay? And this is your birthright. You fully deserve this, okay? You've been through enough. But remember that abundance isn't just money. This can be more energy, more time, more love, new people around you that are very supportive, all of those things. And I feel like in April, it's just about really stepping into faith and releasing these limiting beliefs around loss and lack, okay? Really realizing that there is enough abundance to go around. There's an abundance of everything, and really working on any fear that is going on around abundance. So just letting go of those limiting beliefs. I feel like there's a little bit more of that to do in April, but it's going to be really worth it. The more you give out, the more you receive as well. So don't be afraid to give out value in April to people, because I feel like people are going to appreciate that and as a result buy from you or want to work with you. There's definite windfall energy with this abundance card, and very strong manifestation energy. Like, I feel like you're going to be manifesting very quickly. So you'll set an intention and that will come around very quickly. Whereas in the previous few months or years, it could have taken months for that manifestation to show up. This is also about gratitude for the abundance that you already have. So even if you don't feel like you've got a lot to be grateful for right now, we always have. I use an app called Gratitude Jar where I jot down good things that happened during the day. And then at the end of the week, you can virtually shake the jar and then it shows you the good things that have happened. And that's a really good way to start focusing on the positive instead of getting pulled into that negativity it's so easy for us to slide into. And the affirmation is, all my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. So I absolutely love that. And next we've got acceptance. This is all about accepting your light, maybe accepting the fact that you're a healer, you are this mystic. You could have tried to push these things down because of past fears, that kind of thing, but it's really stepping into this energy, embracing all parts of yourself, allowing yourself to receive the gifts of the universe, linking into the abundance card, okay? Because you're so worthy of abundance. You have learned so much. You're so ready to fully step into teaching what you've learned, okay? If you're on a spiritual path, it's likely that you've had to overcome so many blocks, and it's probably been difficult for you to fully accept yourself. But when we don't, we're denying our soul, okay? And every experience that we've had, going back to the past experience card, every experience that we've had, even the things that felt very difficult, they've allowed you to advance on your spiritual path. And there was no wrong turns, there was no wrong experiences, because that's all been part of the plan for development of your soul to get you to the point where, you know, maybe you're really good at dealing with the typical knocks that happen in business, the setbacks, and you've got to that point because of the setbacks you've had. So when you fully step into what you're here to do, if anything difficult happens, you're just kind of skipping past it instead of getting very pulled down by it, which can happen. So these experiences have made you stronger. I feel like your guides and angels want to say how remarkable, how wonderful you are, you know, how much you do in this world, how much of a great person you are, how much you help other people. So this is all about increasing your acceptance, and you're helping others love and unconditionally be at peace with themselves. I feel like this is part of your work here. It's on the coaching card, so it could be that this is the big theme of what you're here to do, help people love themselves unconditionally and be at peace with themselves. That could be what you have been here to learn, so you can then teach other people that. And the affirmation is, I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself just as I am. Wow, so I'm loving the energy of those cards. That's so positive. Next, we're going to get some cards from the Akashic Oracle. Just going to ask for 2 cards, and we've got 2. Okay, so we have a repeated message about nature. Gorgeous card there, showing a waterfall. There's fairies around there, and there are butterflies, all about transformation, and the key as well. So I feel like nature is key for you in April. Just going to pop that there, and it is on the healer card, the other nature card as well. And we have also got shadow love, which is all about accepting, loving, and integrating all parts of your shadow self. So it's sitting on the acceptance card. It's a repeat. We've got 2 repeated messages here, which I absolutely love. This deck is very good at showing you the blocks that you have. So I wasn't sure if it was going to throw out more blocks, but it's just literally confirming what's already come out, which is great, because it's not giving us even more things that we need to work on this month. So I feel like you've done so much work on healing yourself, on overcoming your limiting beliefs, and this is what the cards are confirming. Okay, so let's just see if we get any more information about the nature card. So yeah, I feel like being in nature in April is gonna help you tap into your wisdom 1000%. Okay, connecting more deeply with Mother Nature is gonna propel you forward. And depending where you live in the world, in the UK, we're going more into spring, so it's going to be easier to be outside more with better weather. So I feel like this is going to majorly make differences, and it's not like it's going to be a difficult thing to do, because it's just about going outside, maybe to the places that you feel really connected to, which really uplift you, and it's just going to feel quite easy to connect in with your wisdom that you need this month. Nature obviously gives us balance and peace. We get out of our heads and we tune back into our own wisdom. And I feel like this is about connecting with nature in an unhurried way. So giving yourself lots of time just to kind of explore, to sit, to go to the places. I'm feeling like this could be near water. This could involve you getting into the water, if it's a waterfall, a river, a lake, that kind of thing. I feel like there's very much about you maybe even immersing yourself in the water, being on the water, near the water is going to be hugely healing for you this month. This is about honouring your soul by sitting in your garden, being by the sea, or walking in a forest or park. You can set an intention to hear the wisdom from your environment, the animals, and even the elementals, and wait for the messages. So like the elementals depicted by the fairies on the cards. And the affirmation is, I listen to the whispers that nature offer me. Whew, yeah. So that's just going to be a really lovely and easy way to tap into your wisdom this month. I don't feel like it's about necessarily doing anything hugely different. I feel like you could even connect in with your past lives in that way as well, quite naturally too. And then shadow love is all about integrating aspects of your shadow self. As we can see, the energy of the card is quite dark. The figure is in darkness, illuminated by the moon, but she's holding the key there. And this card is all about your shadow side wanting to be seen at this time. And your shadow side represents a hidden aspect of you. And we often hide it because it's deemed as unacceptable. I love that this is on the acceptance card so much, because our shadow side can be about the side of us that get angry or judgmental or be a bit selfish. It goes against the image that we want to project. If we're being triggered by other people, often they are the shadows that we have ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge. By ignoring or hiding our shadow, we miss the opportunity to love, heal, and accept ourselves on every level. Okay, so I feel like there's a big opportunity in April coming through for self-healing, the shadow, maybe doing some shadow work. This could involve you working with somebody else. This could where the coach could come in to help you go deeper with the shadow work as well, because it can be quite difficult to deal with that out just by ourselves. Remember that duality has to exist in everything, the yin and yang. It's, I don't think any of us are just pure love and light. We've all got that shadow side that we spend our whole lifetime working on to heal. And by accepting our shadow, it's going to help to free us as well. So to integrate all aspects of ourselves. And yeah, there could be things that we still need to heal, to work on, to let go of, because we can't bring those things into the future in terms of the work we're going to do. But it could well be that you're pushing aspects of yourself down because you're scared to be judged. The way you express yourself, maybe you want to be more bold, but you feel like you're going to get judged for it. This could be about your messaging as well, being vulnerable, being authentic, maybe saying things out loud that you feel embarrassed or ashamed about, but that's actually going to help other people accept themselves and heal themselves as well. So yeah, huge message around shadow work and acceptance there in April, which is going to be so worth it. And I'm going to get a card from the Ancient Stones Oracle. Excellent. Okay, love this for April, as we have Neptune in Aries, which is all about being the trailblazer. And we've got pave your own way, leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. So I totally love this as we're getting to the end of this reading. This is about you just creating your own path. You're not following in anyone's footsteps, really. You're doing your own thing. Okay, yeah, the path could be a bit of an upward journey. It could feel like a mountain, but this is the path where you are gonna get to overcome all of your blocks. You're gonna help more people, and you're gonna fully step into your leadership by walking this path. And I just absolutely love the light as well that is in the distance there as you move forward towards the peak. The card is showing the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. That's an ancient volcanic formation. There's legends around it being created by giants as a bridge to Scotland, so he could fight another giant. So I really love that depiction there. This deck is so beautiful. It shows all of the ancient stone circles in the UK and beyond. It's just a really lovely deck. Yeah, and this card is all about boldness and leadership, doing things your own way and going where no one else has gone before, the pioneer, the trailblazer. You could be the first in your family to have a business. I love that it's on the past experience card and past lives. I feel like you're breaking a chain by having this business, being the first one, or maybe the first one to fully step into your capacity as a healer. Maybe there's been other relatives that were healers, but they felt like they couldn't do that in this lifetime for fear of being judged. Like it's only been quite recent that people have felt more comfortable stepping out as astrologers, healers, mystics, doing these kind of things. So it could be that you're blazing a trail and your ancestors are looking down on you, so proud that you're stepping out there doing what you're doing, what you're meant to be doing this time around. You could be the black sheep or the rainbow sheep of the family as well. And this is all about you embracing your uniqueness and just doing what you're here to do, not being scared of what your family or other people might think. Okay, you've done so much work and you're ready to step out there. And yeah, people around you might not fully understand it. You might have fallen out with people because of what you do, but this is about you doing what you're here to do, seeing the bigger picture of healing people with your work, and not being pulled off your path by people that don't understand it or who may be jealous, that kind of thing. And it's all about how you've been called to step forward and lead. What kind of leader do you wish you'd had in the past? That can help you to know what you're supposed to do or what you're supposed to be. What are you being called to do differently? How can you stop following others, step out of the box and lead? Okay. I feel like this links into the first 3 cards that came out, you know, coaching, training, masterclass, like you showing others your unique talents, your unique abilities, you know, doing things or combining aspects of business that other people aren't doing. You being the mystic, the healer as well, like fully stepping into those abilities and creating something completely new as a result of what you've learned. If you're learning something new in April, potentially integrating that into what you're doing, blending it and creating something completely new as well. The question is, if you were feeling bold and courageous, what would you do? And please let me know in the comments what you're planning on doing if you feel comfortable. I absolutely love that card. And to finish this off, we're going to get a You Are a Badass card, just to get some maybe extra motivation and inspiration for stepping into this amazing leadership energy this month. I've actually got 2 cards that have jumped out and I really love these. So we have got cut off the stream of crap. I've recently done this and I feel so much better, okay? This is about being conscious of the information you absorb, not watching the news because it's so negative, and if you're a highly sensitive person, you will be absorbing that. Being very aware if you're scrolling just to switch your mind off, you're picking up the energy of that social media. So just getting very, very aware of what you're allowing in terms of the information that you're absorbing, okay? How much of the information that you see do you really need to know? Are you staring at a car accident, or are you gathering information that will allow you to contribute to positive change? By watching the news or getting pulled into difficult things, if we wallow in the pain and suffering, it's not going to help anyone any more than starving yourself will help the hungry. And I've definitely got pulled into that. I'm really compassionate about animals, really passionate about animal rights. And I got very pulled into it to the point where I couldn't really function because I was surrounded by images and videos of animal cruelty. And I thought I needed to do that to do something about it. But actually, by stepping away from seeing so much, I can actually do more because I'm not stuck in the pain of that. I like how it says, whose opinion do you ask? So I feel like that links in to the card about, you know, which gurus, which teachers are you following, that maybe it's time to let go of them. Maybe you're not in alignment anymore with what they're saying too. Be very aware of what TV you're watching, what books you're reading, what you're listening to. You know, if you're watching like hard-hitting drama, crime stuff, is that really, you know, helping you to feel more positive, or is it pulling you down? So this could be the month where you do cut off any kind of stream of information that's pulling you down, and you feel strong enough to do that. Remember that done is better than perfect, okay? So April is not a month for procrastination. It's saying just get the damn website up already, or make the calls or book the gig, even though you're not totally ready yet, okay? So many times we want things to be perfect before we launch them, before we put them out there, and it's never going to happen. So I feel like in April, you're really going to be tackling the perfectionism, the procrastination, realizing that you don't have to have it all figured out. If you want to teach the course, do the coaching, offer the coaching, then, you know, you don't need to have a perfect sales page. You don't need to even have the whole course done to sell it, you know. Nobody cares, or probably will even notice that things aren't 100% perfect. And as it says, nothing will ever be 100% perfect. It's talking about momentum being a wonderful thing. Get off your ass and get started now. So if we're doing and taking action, then it's going to create a momentum that is going to propel us forward, instead of us just being sat there frozen because the thing that we want to put out there isn't perfect, okay? So I love that this has come out. I love the energy of this. I think it's really helpful in terms of practically getting things over the line in April, which is going to catapult your business forward as well. So I really hope that that resonated with you. I'm so excited about the guidance that's come through because I think it perfectly matches this energy of April, the Neptune moving into Aries after so long, this trailblazer energy. We've been through eclipse season, this new moon solar eclipse in Aries that we've just had, which is all about the trailblazer energy, pioneer, creating this whole new path forward as well. But no matter what time you're seeing this, because this is a timeless reading, then this is very much all about you learning this month, stepping into your role as the coach, the trainer, the mystic, the healer, stepping into your abundance, doing that little bit of acceptance work, the shadow work, accepting all aspects of yourself, and that very big message, repeated message about being in nature as much as possible, going to the places that make you feel good, and that is going to connect you with your wisdom, your wise self that's inside, and that is going to elevate your healing abilities as well. And all of this is going to be contributing to you paving your own way, being the pioneer, being the trailblazer, doing what you came here to do. And if you're seeing this, I'm so excited for you. I feel like you're just stepping into huge new energies for this month ahead. And yeah, please let me know if this resonated in the comments. I try and do 2 readings a week. If you feel like you need support with these business oracle card reading videos, then I would love it if you would subscribe and put on the notifications so you know when I've uploaded as well. I think that we need so much support on this business path, and that's what I want to do. I want to support you with business themed readings, with my oracle card deck, with the courses and trainings that I'm going to offer as well, with the coaching that I do. I offer intuitive coaching, blending oracle and tarot, astrology, business astrology, and human design as well. So if you want to work in a more intuitive way, then I'm definitely here to help you with that. Have a great month. Have a great April, or have a great month if you're watching this at another time. And I will see you in the next reading. Thanks so much for watching.